मैं नुपुर अग्रवाल हूँ, थैलेसीमिया पेशेंट हूँ, 19 इयर्स की हूँ। मैं उन लोगों को धन्यवाद करना चाहती हूँ जिन लोगों ने मुझे आज तक ब्लड दिया है और मैं उन्हीं की वजह से आज शायद ज़िंदा हूँ और अगर वो ब्लड देने बंद कर देंगे तो शायद मैं ज़िंदा नहीं बचूँगी।
मेरा नाम भानु प्रकाश है और मुझे थैलेसीमिया डिजीज़ है और हर 15 दिन में ब्लड चढ़ता है।
मेरा नाम कनिका है, मैं 13 साल की हूँ। मेरे को थैलेसीमिया है। मैं उन लोगों को थैंक यू कहना चाहती हूँ जो हमें ब्लड डोनेट करते हैं।
मेरा नाम शिल्पा है, मेरी उम्र 12 साल है। मैं हरितमा स्कूल में पढ़ती हूँ। मैं बड़ी होकर डॉक्टर बनना चाहती हूँ, लोगों की सेवा करना चाहती हूँ, लेकिन मुझे थैलेसीमिया है और मैं दूसरे बच्चों की तरह नहीं रह सकती है और मुझे हर 15 दिन में ब्लड चढ़ता है। अगर मुझे ब्लड नहीं चढ़ेगा तो मैं नहीं रह सकती।
I met with very serious accident in 2003. So I lost my sense there. I got multiple fractures in my body, in my whole body, even all the ribs, my collarbone, my jaw, my this skull bone. Due to that accident, I can't walk properly. I can't write properly. And I even some problem is in eye also, there is some problem. It was very difficult to survive me because approximately 18 unit blood was lost from my body and blood was required, but my blood group is B negative, so it is very difficult to get that blood. So with great difficulty we got some blood, but who donated that blood I don't know, and somebody donated me that blood, and because of that blood I am survived and I am sitting in front of you because of that blood only.
Blood is the lifeline of life itself. Given on time to someone who needs it can save a life, but the non-availability of it is enough to take someone's life, as there is no substitute of human blood. Due to the lack of availability of blood, thousands of people die every year. But what's the fear? Why are people so apprehensive about donating blood? Are there any myths associated with it? Is safety a concern? We'll try and find all answers to these questions in this issue of Insight Weekend. We all show our concerns about social causes and talk a lot about them. So-called drawing room discussions, if you please. But do we really do anything concrete besides showing concern? Do you know that every year our country requires about 10 million units of blood, out of which only a meager 8 million units of blood is made available? 2 lakh units of blood still lacks annually. Every day about 28,000 people require blood. In every 5 minutes, someone in our country from all ages and from all walks of life needs blood. The donation of blood by voluntary non-remunerated blood donors is recognized as being crucial for the safety and sustainability of national blood supplies. In NACO supportive blood banks, India is obtaining 79.5% blood from unpaid donors. India still faces an ongoing challenge to collect sufficient blood from safe donors to meet national requirements.
I agree with the fact that voluntary donation is less in comparison to replacement donation, with the myth of many times the donor, as a replacement donor donated, they have the myth that they become anemic after the donation, and many times they face many problems during blood donation, and it is first time donor when they face like multiple breaks, unhygienic condition, people are not behaving properly with them, so they are out of the donation, like they don't want to donate in future. And many times the donor feel that they don't have a time to donate, and nearby area is not there, and there is not good site for the donor to donate.
According to WHO, countries like Malaysia, Canada, Zambia, including in 62 countries, have achieved 100% voluntary blood donation. But in India, where the population is so high, still lags the target of 100% blood donation. The figures clearly show the sad story about people's apprehension towards blood donation in the country. Only few states of India have achieved the record where the percentage of voluntary blood donation to total collection stands above 80%. Tripura has ranked first in the list with an excellent figure of 95.3%. West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Maharashtra comes the next. New Delhi, the capital of India, can only contribute 60% of the total voluntary blood donation. Bihar stands in the last list with only 40% of voluntary blood donation. The reasons for transfusion vary, but the demand for blood is ever present and growing. Generally, blood is donated to the patients of thalassemia, hemophilia, leukemia, pregnant women, major surgeries, trauma, cancer, and accident victims. Although voluntary donorship forms the backbone of a healthy blood supply, most transfusions are still done through family replacement. Why people still lack this social responsibility of blood donation? What pulls one back from donating blood?
I'm drinking, so I don't donate blood.
I don't know, like I haven't had the opportunity.
I have never voluntarily donated blood. I have a fear of fainting.
I have donated, but why I don't have an answer for why.
इसलिए नहीं किया कि कोई बीमारी लग जाए, इसलिए डोनेट नहीं किया।
नहीं, मैंने अपने आप तो नहीं करा, लेकिन मैंने अपने फ्रेंड के मामा जी को खून दिया था, और मेरे फादर का लास्ट टाइम ऑपरेशन था, तब भी मैंने खून डोनेट करा था।
मेरे जीजा के लिए किया है अभी 3 महीने पहले ही।
At times for family and at times for friends. Voluntarily no, not, never.
क्यों नहीं दिया?
अरे हम दे सकते हैं,
हाँ?
नहीं दिया हमने।
क्यों नहीं दिया?
अरे हम क्या देंगे हम?
डर किसी से नहीं लगता मुझे। मैं जैसे जाना नहीं चाहता वहाँ पे, नहीं देना चाहता मैं।
ये किया था 15-20 साल पहले, हाँ जी। उसके बाद नहीं किया, एक बार किया था लाइफ में।
Yes, I have done once, but after that I didn't.
Why don't you?
Because I fainted after that.
If somebody need it, I will donate it.
No, I am scared of donating blood.
Why are you scared?
I am scared of syringe.
It is also observed that the ratio of female blood donors are very less in comparison to male donors.
No, not yet. Never got chance to, do something like that.
19 की अभी हुई हूँ, 18, so अभी टाइम नहीं मिला।
कभी ऐसा मौका नहीं मिला?
No, never.
Because my blood pressure is very low.
Because I'm very scared from blood.
पेरेंटल साइड में फर्स्ट लड़की थी जिसने ब्लड डोनेशन स्टार्ट किया, एंड अपने ब्रदर्स को और कोलीग्स को जो भी मेरे साथ में थे, फ्रेंड्स वगैरह, सबको मोटिवेशन किया। आफ्टर मैरिज मैंने अपने ससुराल की पहली बहू होने के नाते से सबको मोटिवेशन दिया ब्लड डोनेशन का। मैं खुद भी करती हूँ और औरों को भी मोटिवेशन देती हूँ ब्लड डोनेशन के लिए। मेरी लाइफ का सबसे अच्छा काम यही है कि ब्लड डोनेशन करिए और किसी की लाइफ सेव करिए।
हाँ मैम, एक बार किया था कॉलेज से, में मुझे उठा दिया था, कह रहे पहले तुम ही ब्लड लेकर आ जाओ।
Ruchika, a housewife and a proud mother of 2 working children, does not allow them to donate blood as she thinks that they may catch an infection and they would also become weak. She feels that their own blood level would go down. So neither she nor her children ever wants to donate blood.
ब्लड डोनेशन करने में इसलिए हमें ज़्यादा परेशानी हो रही है कि मैं अपने रिश्तेदारों में देख चुकी हूँ कि उन्होंने ब्लड डोनेट किया था तो उसके बाद उन्हें हॉस्पिटलाइज करना पड़ गया था, क्योंकि उनको इतनी वीकनेस आ गई थी कि उनके अंदर से घुटनों में इतना पेन हो गया, शोल्डर्स में इतना पेन होने लग गया, तो कुछ समझ में नहीं पा रहे थे कि ये इतना क्यों पेन हो रहा है। जबकि डॉक्टर्स को दिखाने के बाद उन्होंने बोला कि ये शायद इन्हें कोई इन्फेक्शन हो चुका हुआ है जो ब्लड डोनेशन के बाद हुआ है। इस चीज़ को हम सोच के हम ये बच्चों को अपना ब्लड डोनेशन नहीं करवाना चाहते।
ब्लड डोनेशन अकॉर्डिंग टू मी इज़ वन ऑफ द मोस्ट नोबल डोनेशंस अ पर्सन कैन डू, but as far as I am concerned, I am totally against it. The first reason is because I am a little scared of syringes. The second of all is it can be infectious. It can, I don't know what disease can blood donation can cause me. I can be weak because of that. Some disease, some or other disease can take place. Then in our country, the demand is so much, but supply, I don't know whether it's reaching to a needy person, the person who really needs it, or whether it's gone somewhere else in the middle way. So as far as I am concerned, I have never donated the blood and I will never donate this.
The gift of blood is the gift of life. There is no substitute for human blood, but there is actually a large gap between the demand and supply in blood donation. Most people are easily misled by misconceptions and hesitate to donate blood. In India, there are a number of myths associated with blood donation. Some people are dead scared at the sight of a needle poking into their vein to collect blood. Some others feel faint at the sight of the blood. So what are these myths and what are the scientific versions of it? Let's have a look. The misconceptions associated with blood donation are endless. One of the most common misconceptions about donating blood is fear of needles and feeling of pain. The another myth associated with blood donation is you will be blood deficient after donating blood. You will faint. Donating blood may put you at HIV risk. Women and girls cannot donate blood.
Whatever volume we lose by donating blood, the body replenishes within next 24 hours, and the red cells are replenished within next 3 months, and the person is ready again to donate a blood after 3 months. And in case one is donating platelets only, then you can redonate the blood after 7 days. The second myth which they commonly have is that they feel this is fear of needle. There is nothing as fear of needle. We do it for ourselves number of times, so why can't we do it for the mankind? Another myth is people feel that I am a vegetarian and I don't have enough blood in my body. Anybody who is more than 45 kg of weight and is more than 18 years, whether a boy or a girl, a lady or a gentleman, can very well donate a pint of blood regularly after every 3 months. It is scientifically proven.
For many people, blood donation could be a scary thing to do, but for others, it is a life-saving act. A single donation could save the life of 3 people. The blood can be given as whole blood or separated into 3 different components: red blood cells, plasma, and platelets, which can help different type of patients. It's time to take a break. After the break, we'll talk to people who needs to be transfused blood twice in a month and what are the safety measures connected to blood donation. If you are also concerned about blood donation, stay connected. We'll be back after a short break. Shilpa is 13-year-old. She is the only sister of her two brothers and the most pampered child of her parents. She nurtures big dreams like any other teenager. On growing up, Shilpa wants to become a doctor. The poor girl has no idea that her own life depends on those kind souls who donate blood so that she can live. She could be in grave danger if she is not given blood transfusion every 15 days. Shilpa is suffering from thalassemia. She needs to be transfused blood every 15 days. Due to financial constraints, her parents could not manage her medical treatment and have to take support from different NGOs working on thalassemia. Thalassemia is a disorder of the blood in which a child is born with inability to form normal hemoglobin. This is so serious that unless the child receives blood transfusion every 2 to 3 weeks, it can be life-threatening by 5 years of age.
मेरे तीनों बच्चे, 2 लड़का और 1 लड़की, इसकी थैलेसीमिया है और हर 15 दिन महीना में ब्लड चढ़ाना पड़ता है, लेकिन हमको डोनर देने के लिए कोई है ही नहीं हमारे साथ है। हमको ब्लड मतलब ऊपर से हमको मदद करना चाहिए, हमारे बच्चे को ब्लड मिल सके। नहीं मिलेंगे तो हमारे बच्चे को जीना मुश्किल हो जाएंगे।
मतलब ये कहने का जी, अगर खर्चे की बात आए तो खर्चे तो बहुत ज़्यादा हैं, आम आदमी खर्चों को नहीं निर्वाह कर सकता। और ब्लड की बात है, ब्लड के लिए तो हम भी देते हैं और लोगों से सहायता मांगते हैं, कई बार कैंपों से भी लेते हैं। रेड क्रॉस वाले मदद करते हैं, सोसाइटी वाले मदद करते हैं हमारी ब्लड के लिए। लेकिन मेडिसिन का भी बहुत भारी खर्चा है, साल में 2-2.5 लाख रुपए का खर्चा जो हर आदमी नहीं दे पाता।
मेरे बच्चा थैलेसीमिया है, मैं बड़ी परेशानी से गुजरता हूँ और कोई ख़ास तनख्वाह भी नहीं हमारी है। हम बड़ी मुश्किल से गुजारा करते हैं बच्चों को लेके। यहाँ बाकी हम घर और भी नहीं जा सकते इस बच्चे को लेके कहीं भी, यहीं रहते हैं।
More specifically, it is a disorder of the hemoglobin molecule inside the red blood cells. It is an inherited genetic disease that is passed from parents to children through the genes.
Blood is very important for them. Their life depends upon blood transfusion. They have to get every 2 to 4 weeks depending upon the age and individual patient's requirement. And naturally, parents, they cannot donate for them. Even relatives, every time you can imagine for adult we may need more than 20 to 30 bloods per month. So voluntary donation is the only answer and people have to come out with it. And with blood is for them life. Every blood transfusion costs for their investigations. Every time they need, as their age increases, again investigations, then medications, because repeated transfusions, that leads to extra iron in the body that has to be taken out. For that again medication. So minimum 50 to 2 lakhs, you are absolutely right. And these medications again are very important, otherwise they get into complications.
On this occasion of Thalassemia Day, we should all come together and increase the number of blood donors in the country. This could only be beneficial when you give this gift of life free from any disease and with best quality. But do the transfused blood goes through the check of safety level? Do we have enough medical equipments at the district level, or are these factors at stake? Let's find out. National AIDS Control Organization, that is NACO, whose main aim is to look after the safety of blood, ensures in their supportive blood banks that the transfused blood should not be expired and must be free from any disease. Since the source is human, blood transfusion along with obvious benefits does carry with it a risk of transmission of transfusion transmitted infections like syphilis, malaria, hepatitis B, hepatitis C and HIV. Although each unit of blood goes through mandatory tests for all these infections, the risk of transmission of infection does not become zero.
There is no compromise. There is just no compromise on the quality of blood. There cannot be. Why? Because this blood is ultimately being used for treatment. So you harm your own objective by taking blood and transfusing it, which is deficient in quality. There are very standard protocols laid down, which have to be followed for a voluntary donor before his blood is taken out, accepted and put in the blood bank. And there are standard protocols how long this blood is to be kept in the blood bank, at what temperature it has to be kept, and how after a period of time it has just to be discarded. Similarly, there are protocols of control over both the government sector as well as the private sector. There is a level of watchfulness.
Supreme Court in its legislation has directed government to ban paid or professional donorship effective from 1st January 1998, thus putting an end to the racketing of blood. But the shortfall of supply of blood encourages the unethical practices of people selling blood for money. And the target are the weaker section of the society, especially beggars and drug addicts.
Professional donorship is banned in country. We have given instructions to the blood bank in none of the professional donors should exist nearby the blood banks even. We are just going for voluntary blood donation camps, and when we go for the camp, that means we are going for certain institutions, charitable institutions, the colleges and the government department as well.
Before doing this program, even I had hundreds of excuses of not donating blood. But after I donated blood for the first time, I could understand the need and feel of it. I too had a misconception about blood donation, but once I did it, it felt really nice. And moreover, I don't feel any kind of weakness in my body. And who knows, by small effort could bring a big difference and give the gift of life to someone. If you are also eligible and fit to donate your blood today. Do not deprive yourself of that heavenly feeling of respect and contentment. Remember that no one can do everything, but each one of us can do something. Your blood can save someone's life.
I feel pained to see all these little children suffering. All of you, please join hands with me by donating blood. You can save lives of all of these people with this little gesture. And bring joy to their lives.